Let's take you now to other stories away from sport. A new research has revealed that by 2050, half of the world will become myopic, an eye defect popularly called short-sightedness. Well, this has been attributed to the increase in the use of electronic gadgets and the resultant exposure to the ray they emit. Worried by this development, eye care health practitioners under the auspices of the Nigerian Optometric Association are advocating for mandatory eye check for every child in the country before resuming school.
Eye is the window to the body, and through the eyes you can see the health status of the body. So many other diseases within the body, like hypertension, diabetes, even HIV, can be seen through the eyes. And that is why it is very important that everybody goes to see an optometrist at least once in 16 to 18 months.
Our kids, our children's children are going to grow up using computers, tablets, and other forms of gadgets. Sustained use of these gadgets also has a way of affecting the eyes. And one of the very natural ways you can abate it is what we call the 20-20 rule. You walk, you look at the screen for about 20 minutes. After some time, you look away at 20 feet, which is equivalent of 6 meters. You rest for 20 seconds and you go back to.
We are leveraging on all partnerships, so we have invited people from all walks of life. We want to hear their own idea, their own mindset, and we want to also tell them the issues we are having so that we can all come together and see how we can solve the issues of eye care, issues of blindness, issues of eye disabilities, eye care disabilities, and all of that. We want to discuss that, and we want to tell them what we feel from our own researches and what we are seeing in our clinics.
Leveraging partnership to transform optometry and eye care in West Africa. The experts are using this year's conference to rub minds on how to advance eye care in the region, while also calling on the Nigerian government and the private sector to key into reducing an impending blindness epidemic.
We are pleading to Nigerians to take their eye health seriously. We are pleading to the government to also ensure that people test their eyes even before they start school. We should make it mandatory for every child to have his eyes tested before he resumes schooling in Nigeria. We must also ensure, and we are already partnering with the FRAC, like I said, and we are trying to ensure that every driver gets their eyes tested. That is why in every FRAC office you see optometrists employed.
And because of the idea that eye care is expensive, most people do not want to go to have eye checkup often, and because of that they only get to go to the hospital when it has passed the level where there could be any possible remedy. And that is why we are advocating for frequent checkup so that we can have early detection, so that we can prevent blindness.
Nigeria has close to 50 million persons living with one form of visual disability or the other, limiting their abilities to work, learn and play, raising the need for proper attention to be given to eye care in the country.